Hi, I'm Elaine. Welcome to Top Tip Tuesday on my Stamp with Elaine Facebook page. Stampin' Up's own brand of watercolour pigment crystals have only just recently been given the green light. It's available for sale now, and they come in a box with 6 colours. These are Bermuda Bay, Mango Melody, Granny Apple Green, and Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Gorgeous Grape, I think it is. Yes, Gorgeous Grape. I'm loving the design of their own brands of pigment sprinkles, because it's actually got 2 lids. The outer lid is a screw top, and then it will reveal a plastic cap and stopper. The stopper hugs the whole of the jar opening, and there's an integral cap with, can you see that, 3 protruding prongs which fit into the holes. So the holes have already been incorporated into the jar, so you don't have to puncture your own. My top tip is that if you want to control the amount of crystals or pigment powder that comes out, then put some washi tape over the holes. Every time you use it, you'll have to put a fresh piece on, because of these little protrusions here. You won't be able to shut the cap if you still had the washi tape on. My suggestion is that less is more, so I always like to tape up the 2 holes and only work with one, and then I feel I've got more control. My other tip is that you need to protect your work surface. The spritzers that Stampin' Up carry have got a very fine spray, and it will get all over your work surface without you realising it. Either get a baking tray. I've got this baking tray here, and I've put some tin foil on it, and I'm going to get another piece. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see what I've done. I've created a area with the tin foil to protect these all 3 sides of my work surface, so it doesn't go all over the place. So pop my cardstock in there, just sprinkle some of the powder. I've taped it over, and I'm just going to see, even with the cap on with 1 hole, a lot of the powder is coming up, and believe you me, a little goes a very long way. Now this is on dry white shimmery cardstock. Make sure that the nozzle is facing away from me, and then spritz. So this is Gorgeous Grape, I think, and you see the lovely hues. There's blues and all sorts of colours. Have some kitchen towels handy and mop up the previous colour. And with this experiment, if you wet the cardstock first and then sprinkle, you have a different effect. That was with Granny Apple Green, and actually it's an orange colour, but when it comes out it will go green. And this one I've used a much more generous amount of water. This is Daffodil Delight, and I'm not going to put a tape over it. I'm just going to tap directly onto the paper and then spritz. This one is Mango Melody, and I've already sprinkled crystals. So the more water you add and the more sprinkles you add, the more intense the colour, obviously. And one word of caution, even though relatively dry, you will still get the very fine crystals onto your hands and you'll get quite messy. So you need to wear gloves. This one is Bermuda Bay. Ooh. See what I mean? If you don't tape over the holes, it just comes out too thick and fast. I think I'll add more water on this. Just don't like the lines. So this, if you're not happy with how it turned out, just spray some more water or add more sprinkles. But no two will come out the same. They react differently. And you'll see on the bottom that this Bermuda Bay has got purples in it as well, but it will come out that colour eventually. So last one to try is the Melon Mambo, and I'm just using full strength again on dry cardstock. So the higher up you hold it, the bottle, then the better distribution of the crystals. I love that. So that's my top tip for today on how to make your own protective thing. You can use a cardboard box, of course, but for video purposes I didn't really want a cardboard box. They were too big to go on my grid sheet, so I thought a baking tray and tin foil would work just as well, and that's how I configured it. So that's all the colours. That's Melon Mambo with quite a lot of water on dry cardstock. This one was also on dry cardstock, but I didn't use as much water, so it looks more like an explosion. This one is Mango Melody, so it's more orangey colour. They're quite similar, but this one has more orange tones than that one. This is Bermuda Bay, and that's Granny Apple Green. Again, that used a lot of water. So that's my top tip for today. You know, making your own container to protect your work surface, and also put some washi tape over the holes to control the amount of crystals that come out. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have fun playing with these. It's worth investing in because they are colours that match the colour families in Stampin' Up's range. Bye!